I believe in Bridgeport you need to set the bar real high. I don't think that a lousy mural project really helps people. It doesn't inspire them. It doesn't bring them, you know, when you trace the history of art and culture, it came out of people's religion and the birthing of children and the death of people and so forth and so on. It's a very spiritual kind of thing. And we've moved away from that as a culture. It's become a capitalist kind of thing. Make music to sell records. Right? Well, actually you made music to celebrate the birth of a child, or for religious experience, or for other kinds of things like that. And I think that's missing from a lot of the art we do these days because we're in such a capitalist kind of culture. So one of the things we're trying to do with this thing is to move kids back to understanding that creativity is not something you just do for money, but it's something you do because of an inner need, a spiritual need to create, as you know, being documented throughout all humankind in every race and every culture of the world.
I'm Victor Ferrante. I'm an attorney. I've been helping out with the Arts Center a little bit on the legal end. And I'm amazed at the progress that has happened over the last few years. And Joe Celli is the moving force behind this. And I think the Arts Center is a wonderful addition to Bridgeport. And it should do the Black Rock community quite well when it gets up and running. And I'm glad to see all of these volunteers here today from Sacred Heart University and other places. I think it shows a very vibrant fiber to the Arts Center.
The front area of the bank, the balcony is going to come down and they're going to use that as a performing arts area for concerts and such. On the other side of this wall, that's going to be an art gallery. In this room, they're scheduled to have the Suzuki string section using this now, and then in the basement, all of the rooms down there will be classrooms and media rooms and editing rooms. If you go to the right, when you go out these set of doors, there's a set of restrooms, and then there's going to be a cafe. That wall will be broken through to the front because there's a parking lot that faces Fairfield Avenue. So they're going to have a Japanese garden there. The windows that face the street over here are going to be multimedia windows, so you'll be able to see everything that's coming up in living color. I don't know whether Sony's going to donate the money for that, but good for them. And then the parking lot, they're hoping to raise $1.5 million to build a parking garage so that they can expand the parking for this area for the restaurants and stuff, as well as for performances that they hold here.
Wow.
And then upstairs, which is the back half of the building, is going to, because the front balcony is going to be gone, those will all be administrative offices. There will be 3 entrances, one off the street over here, which I don't know the name of. The Fairfield Avenue entrance will be from the side where the current through the garden, and you'll have to walk through the vault, and then the exit towards the back. To the back where the parking garage will ultimately be. Right now, we're just in the let's paint ourselves and look presentable stage.
Right, right.
So that's about it.
Between the roadblocks of the city, and we know how Bridgeport, okay, and the officials and this and that and the other, all right, but he's
Determined.
yeah.
That's good. That's what you need.
Yeah, because just like he said, you know, like they make it so hard for people to try to do something good that they just give up, you know. And 2 years fighting with city officials is, you got to have something with you.
Your role
Joseph,
is,
I've known for many years. He's a good man. I know he gets involved in good projects, so I wanted to assist him in any way I could. And now that I see what's happening here, I'm even more impressed with Joseph's perseverance and impressed with what the community can turn out. And I think that this is a wonderful addition to the community and for the community. And I see, like as I said a moment ago, all of these students here and many people, and I've met many people in the Black Rock community who have been involved and are involved and want to see this center up and running. I think it'll be a wonderful addition business-wise to everybody and all the merchants in the area, and it'll bring some people into the area.
wanted to be very clear about this proposal. This is not a Black Rock Art Center. This is an art center for the city of Bridgeport. And what we mean by that is that actually, in contrast to what many people think, this is a very little interesting corner over here. Back here, you've got purportedly, it's hard to tell from the streetscape, but supposedly the wealthiest part of Bridgeport. You've got your senator living there, your mayor, and other figures. Right? In this area, you've got a lot of seniors. We have had a 5-year relationship with Longfellow School, which is right in the Barnum Apartments. That program is moving over to here. It's with young people in an after-school program. And down in this area, we've got a huge influx of recent immigrant arrivals. So there's a lot of Latinos, African Americans, Jamaicans, and Mexicans who are moving into this area down here. It's one of the reasons why there are 3 Mexican restaurants along here right now, and 2 of them are really fantastic. So one of the things we're going to have here is a movie series on Monday night of Mexican films. Mexico has one of the largest Spanish language, one of the largest Spanish language film productions in the world is in Mexico. Those are distributed all over South America. If you're in Peru, you're usually watching a Mexican film that's been produced there. With the exterior of the building here, the banners are going all the way out past that gate. And those gates are coming down. And the idea with the parking lot, we're working with the MIT Media Lab. The parking lot, and again, to get back to this idea that the exterior of the building needs to be as beautiful as what's happening inside the building. The parking lot is going to be a computer-controlled lighting system, so one night it's like a beautiful soft pink, the next night it's sort of like a steel blue, and that'll all be controlled by a computer system. So lights on the exterior of that will be very important. These windows here, there'll be one set of windows, this first set of windows. There'll be 6 large flat-screen televisions in these series of windows. And those televisions are going to be broadcasting 18 hours a day out onto the street, portraits of people in our community. So, you know, in the olden days, they used to paint a portrait of someone or draw. Well, we're in the 21st century. So this will be a portrait of who? It'll be a video portrait. So that when people go by, here's my uncle, here's my brother. Why don't he lives down there? And again, it's to try to bring the community into here. So we're working with a video artist now in terms of developing a series of video portraits of people who live in the city. And then lastly, this sidewalk, our dream with this sidewalk is that we get stones from every country in the world. So it becomes sort of an international walkway. And that's not going to be in the first phase of this project. So that we get, you know, a couple of stones from every country in the world. So people are walking around here, they have stones from, you know, Americas, Africa, Asia, and so forth and so forth. So that's sort of the outside of the building. We're approximately 1/5 of a mile from the new proposed Fairfield train station. We're 7/10 of a mile from I-95 exit down here, and about 7/10 of a mile from I-95 down here. So the location is really fantastic. Shall we go inside?
She's gotta come off.
Yeah, she's gotta come off.
She's gotta come off.
You're not taking the bolts out.
No?
No, it costs too much money. Is call, you know, Fair for You or Sacred Heart, and see how many volunteers they can give me
Right.
and what time for them to be here. And they come, you
Uh-huh.
know. Some people be walking, like last week, somebody was just walking past and was curious and it came in and started, you know,
Yeah.
started helping.
That's good.
Once they find out what this is gonna be, you know, and it's part of it, it's good. So what Joseph is gonna do, after all said and done, when we get finished, we're gonna invite all the volunteers to a party,
Sure.
you know, for the appreciation. You know,
Absolutely.
giving up their Saturdays for a couple hours to come in here to work, you know.
Eventually, there will be a video production studio here. Their offices will be in here, and there'll be two editing rooms back here. That'll be in this area right here. So what becomes possible is you can come down into the Black Box Theater and produce a video. And then you can come up here and edit it. And then through the internet connection, you can broadcast it. So that's the idea. A facility to, let's say you need a big place to have a choir come. You want to videotape them, right? Then you need to edit that tape, get it finished, put all your credits on it and all that kind of stuff. Then you need to broadcast it. So you have those three possibilities here.
If something is good and people see, then that one person can't stop this.
Right.
You know, they can't stop this.
What you see happening behind you is a young group of people, the Domino Effect, that's having a big event here on Saturday night, new nonprofit organization. They are building those tables, designing those tables, making them into little artworks, and they're having an event here on Saturday night. And that event, the Domino Effect, is an interesting young group. They talk about themselves as being the intersection of art and politics. And they're doing voter registration here on Saturday night.
Oh, we try and try, but end up winning without a fight. And though we don't seek attention, we can't help but hoard affection. Oh, maybe that's just me. Sometimes I think we're another breed, 'cause we don't try hard, but they will find us anyway. So we can see far, but our future's always pay. Oh, we try and try, but end up winning without a fight. And though we don't seek attention, we can't help but hoard affection. Oh, maybe that's just live on satisfied, doing everything just right. Oh, we try and try, but end up winning without a fight. And though we don't seek attention, we can't help but hoard affection. Oh, maybe that's just me. Sometimes I think we're another breed, 'cause we don't try hard, but they will find us anyway. So we can see far, but our future's always pay. Such beautiful colors, I like the ocean in your eyes. You should get dressed, I should get ready. I gotta be at work about an hour ago. But I never mind, 'cause I need money when I got a price that's right on my own. And it's taking off my clothes. Sunday afternoon's gone, 'cause of that's again. And all the things we did today was Sunday afternoon, and now we're just waiting for the moon to shed some light on the scene the sun can count on. And though it's been a long day, baby, I can still complain that I didn't kiss your lips enough. That is one more inch I haven't touched. You should get dressed and I should get ready.
Between the roadblocks of the city, and we know how Bridgeport, okay, and the officials and this and that and the other, all right, but he's
Determined.
yeah.
That's good. That's what you need.
Yeah, because just like he said, they make it so hard for people to try to do something good that they just give up, And 2 years fighting with city officials is, you got to have something with you,
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Well, he has some credentials in clout, and he's got a
yeah.
lot of.
yeah, yes, he does, So, another thing I do is book tours for people who like to come and see what it looks like now.
What you gonna do? 'Cause you're going down together, that's all you know.
I admire have inspired me, inspired to make the rest of the industry retire. Are you feeling me? I know I got the lyrical ability, and trust on the mic, I got mad credibility. I'm in a twisted daze, trying to see through the haze of the fake I blaze, trapped in the making of a delirious craze. I'm psychotic, off rear psychotropic, sedative, hypnotic, borderline neurotic, cerebral terrorist. Are you scared of this? Live in fear of this. I'll leave you need a therapist. Telling it like it is and trying to handle my biz. Shoot out on y'all like cheese whiz while I'm blazing the is and the blizz. A Tommy knocker, not like the rest of the boys. myself as a max. My trainers run far off the track. But if I die and go to hell, I'm coming back.
Somebody's bag.
Yeah, I got you. Did you? I did it right. This space is going to be a black box feeder, and this balcony is coming out, and this is coming out over here also. So if you stand back here, you really start to get a little sense of the dimension of the space. A black box theater is a theater that does not have fixed seating, and it does not have a proscenium stage. Okay, it's a black box, right? But it's going to be a highly equipped black box. So what that means is that in the morning, at 7:30 in the morning, you have a dance class in here before people go to work. At 10 o'clock, you could do a salsa for seniors program in here. At 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, you can do an after-school program for people in here. In the evening time, you have a presentation, performance, an event, an activity, a meeting, a rehearsal, or whatever you want to use.
If something is good and people see, then that one person can't stop this. You
Right.
know, they can't stop this.
This area will eventually become, all this stuff was donated by two companies that were leaving Bridgeport. Fletcher Thompson Architectural and Dowd and Dowd Accounting, financial management people. This was all put together, taken down by volunteers and reconstructed by volunteers. We're going to have our offices in here relatively soon. It's ready to go except for telephone lines and computers. Eventually this will be a office suite for 4 of the 5 resident organizations. And there'll be a shared receptionist, photocopy, and then various offices for different groups, nonprofit arts groups, basically in here.
If something is good and people see, then that one person can't stop this. You
Right.
know, they can't stop this. I just can't wait to see the finished product. See, that's gonna be the key, you know, when you stand back and look and to know that you were involved with this.
People have to pull up to this building with the banners outside, with the lighting, with the video outside, and if they never plan on coming here, they've gotta go, wow, what's that? I talk about that as being the wow factor.